All right. So, welcome. Good evening, all of you. Let's start our class of the derivative market. Last class, I think we just started with the this is called what money market hedge, right? In the last class, we started from the discussion. Okay, all these like foreign exchange risk, what are the risk, and then how are you going to hedge it? And in between, we got these two things: power, purchasing power parity, IRP, which we already have done, and then how can you hedge the risk? So for that, invoicing and this, in all of this, we came across money market hedge. So we discussed money market hedge, and now we'll be doing forward, future, option, and swap. So most probably in today's class, we will be able to cover forward and future. Okay. So that is the whole plan, and this is how money market is, and this is how you are going to use it. Two examples we discussed. Okay. If you have a foreign currency payable, then what you will do? If you have a receivable, then what you will do? These are the two types of questions that we got. And I think we did this with some imaginary numbers. So today we will start with a question of money market. Okay, and then I will again go back to the book, and we'll do one by one all the stuff from there. Okay, so let's start 10 2020. So we are going to start with money market. Now, the problem is that in our current workbook that we are following, we don't have any question from money market. They have just said that, you remember we did it in F9, that's it, over. Okay. So that is how it is given, right? Now, 469. Let me go back to this. This is a very old book of P4. Okay. And I think they stopped printing P4 textbook like quite early. So I think from 2018 we are using workbook only in P4, and this book is from 2017.
Sir, I
Yeah.
have a book for Kaplan 2019-2020. You
Yeah.
need that? I'll
No, no.
forward you that.
I also have that. I think you are talking about this one. Anyways, if you have, you send it. This one, right?
Yeah, study text and exam kit.
Exam kit is almost the same, so exam kit is not a problem. But anyways, if you have the soft copy of it, you send it.
Yeah, I have sent you now.
Okay, fine. Now here I was at page number 469. Okay, let me see one thing. Can I copy? Yes, snapshot tool will work. Fine. So we can get the copies of this, so no problem. Okay. This is our foreign exchange risk, and here they have given us many things. I'm just trying to directly go to that page where they have given us questions from this money market. And if you remember netting, do you remember that we last class we did one question? Fine.
Yes.
See, bilateral netting, they have given an example of that. Then multilateral netting, and they have given us an example. I think this was the same example or something else. I think this is a little bit different than that. Different rates are given. Same story, paying subsidiary, receiving subsidiary, and all you need to do is you need to do a total, though we did the total in a little bit different way. Our table was little bit different than this table. Where is it? Okay. So the table that we did was little bit different than this, right? Because I added this side, this is received, and the paying thing I added here directly down, correct? And then we did the
Yes.
net receipts later on, that how much you are going to receive and pay. Fine. So this is something that we have already discussed. I just want to move towards a question where we'll be doing the forward contract. I'll do later. Okay, money market hedging. I want a question of money market hedging which we can solve, and I don't want to solve this kind of easy stuff. So 1 second, let me find some. Okay, I think choosing a method.
I think most of the questions you find in F9 is not F9 book, right?
Okay, what you said?
Is this a okay? This is a P4 book. Okay.
This is a P4 book, but I think this question is the same question. Trumpton,
Yeah,
something.
like
Yeah, same question, right? And I think this is what we did last class. This is the question that we did, 4 million peso, right? I think we did the question from revision kit last time. Array for F9, I think, right? Yeah,
F9 book.
this is the same question. Look at the rates. Here we use the rates 7.2, 2.8, 1.8625, see 1.8625, same rate. The interest rates are a little bit different, okay? But other than that, I think it's the same question. So just for the sake of practice, let's go up here and do this question. Okay, money market hedge. Fine, I hope you guys can see this. Okay, wait, let me copy this in our. This is the whole question that we'll start with one revision question for money market, and then what happens. Okay, so this is the question, and as usual, few things. What is the home currency? What is the foreign currency? An Australian company, fine. So this is like home currency. Receives yen. So Japan is going to be the foreign currency, right? If we draw the diagram, fine, it will be home currency, foreign currency. So it was Australia, Japan times 0, and the money is receivable in how many days? Payable in 4 months. Okay, so we have got a payable in 4 months time. So this is 0, this is 4. And how much money is payable here? 15 million yen. So here we have got 15 million yen payable. Fine. So now what should I write here? Receive, I mean borrow or deposit?
I think it's 15 million receivable after 4 months.
Hmm?
I think it's a receivable after 4 months.
Okay, yeah, receive, due to receive. I don't know from where. Okay. Australian company is due to receive this yen from a Japanese company by.
Japanese company should pay it in 4 months.
Very good. Brilliant writing. Okay. So we have receivable over here. Now tell me what should we do? What should we do over here?
We'll borrow.
We'll borrow.
Uh,
Right? The logic is receivable means money is coming in, borrow means money is coming in, right?
Yes.
We have decided borrow, then there is no rocket science, it will be convert and it will be deposit. This is how it works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to borrow in Japan. So in Japan, the borrowing rate is this one. Okay. Annual borrowing investing rate is given. So this is 3.3 per annum. Now, what you are going to do is you are going to divide this 15 million by, you are going to divide this 15 million by 1 plus the rate, which is 0.033 into 4 by 12. Okay, basically it is 1/3 you can see. So 1.1 will be your final answer, but still do it, enjoy it. Give me the final value. Yen, how much I should write here now? That's the next question.
14836,795.
14836,795.
14836
95.
Okay, 795. Okay, 14836 795. Fine. So we got this one. 14. Okay. Now the next thing is conversion, right? So for that we need to know the spot rate. So let's see if the spot rate is given. The current exchange rate is so and so given. Okay. So now how are we going to convert this? And if we convert this, we'll get how many Australian dollars? So now that is the next question. Now you guys tell me how you are going to do this.
We'll divide.
You will divide.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
y by a, right?
Yeah.
So we'll divide.
Okay. Divide is fine. So then 14836 795. We have to convert
Mhm.
into Australian dollar. And the rate is yen by Australian dollar. So you are saying you will divide. Fine till here. Which rate?
Now the market is for Australian market.
Okay.
We can't trade using yen.
Okay.
So we will buy Australian dollars from the market.
Okay. Okay. See, the problem here is that your language was not like step one, two, three. First thing is
Okay.
who are you and what do you want? You are
We are
an
an Australian company.
here,
We
tell
have
me.
to receive the yen.
You are an Australian company, correct?
Yes.
And what do you want?
We have to receive the yen.
Okay.
That means we have to receive the Australian dollars for this for month. Okay,
Okay.
but the company we are dealing is in Japan, so
Okay.
they will give us yen.
4 months like from now,
Yeah.
they'll give you yen after 4 months. So what do you want today? What do you want? In the market, what do you want
Mm-hmm.
to do today? Forget about 4 months later, right? See, currently we
Yeah.
are here today.
Mm.
In the spot market, what do you want? In the spot market, you are an Australian company who has already borrowed yen. Who has already
Okay.
borrowed yen. So what do you want to
Mm.
do? You want to sell the yen and get the Australian dollar.
Get $10.
In this market, you want to sell yen. Now, can you sell yen here?
No.
So you will say, fine, I will buy Australian dollar. Correct?
Yes.
Fine. Now buy, what is the bad rate for buying? What is the
High
bad
rate.
rate for buying? The bigger one is the bad rate for buying, right?
62.8.
62.8. Fine. Take 2 minutes, understand this and understand how important this is. Multiply or divide and then this rate or that rate. So 50-50, correct? Two times you have to do one mistake and then the rest of the maths is all useless, waste of time. Fine. So understand the story here and tell me how much do you get finally? What number?
236,254.6.
Okay, once again, 4.
236.
Asha, 4 is not there?
No, no, no.
Okay, fine. So tell me 2, 3, 6,
36255.
2, 5, 5. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have borrowed in Japan. We converted at the spot rate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then in our Australian market, we are depositing this money for 4 months, right? So this
Yeah.
time we are depositing, investing, we will get this rate for 4 months. So in 1 plus 0.04 into 4 by 12. This is the rate we'll get
1.015.
1.015. So do the maths and tell me now how much does it finally comes to?
239,799.
239,799. That many Australian dollars. So this is guaranteed stuff. Okay,
Yes.
fine. 239799. We got this question from here, right? Okay. 239799. Do you see this?
Yes.
239799. Okay. Now going back, steps. How are you going to write this? Fine. So step one, as I always say, borrow. So borrow
Borrow.
how many yen?
7.
14836,795 yen for 4 months at the rate of 3.3% per annum. Fine. First point. Second point, convert all this 148,333 yen, all right, in the spot market for how much? Australian dollar 236,255. Okay, so for this much of Australian dollar in the spot market. Three, deposit Australian dollar 236,255 for 4 months at the rate of 4.5% per annum. Done. And then
Yes.
the fourth step will always be the foreign market. All right. So since you have borrowed this, you have to fix this one. All right. So the after 4 months, the receivable 15 million receivable, okay, is used to pay off the borrowing. All right. And finally, the fifth step, receive 239799. Receive 239799 in home country against deposit. Against the deposit. Fine, you can, like, change the language, make it look good, sound better, but this is how it is always. All right. This is what we discussed. Point number one, two, three, and then four will always be here. This is fixed, and then this is five. Are we fine with this?
Yes.
That was the end of our money market. Okay. I mean, I can't do more talking on this, though, like, whatever material you have got from wherever sources, you can keep on doing more and more sums. Okay. Because this is repetition kind of stuff. Now, moving on to the derivative market. So in the derivative market, as usual, the first thing that we are going to see is our forward hedge. And forward hedge is nothing but simple this conversion that you did here. This conversion that you did, that is it. Because see, forward hedge is a very simple stuff. This is the market today, and this is 3 months. So what happens is, today you go into the market, fix the rate, fix the 6 months or 3 months forward rate, 3 months forward rate. All right. And then on this day, you actually do the transaction. Actually do the transaction. So, like, it is simple, right? See, if you wouldn't have done the forward exchange or the forward contract, what would have happened? On this day, when you will go into the market, you will not know what rate you are going to get. Okay. Or whatever the rate on this date is, you will have to take that rate. Correct. So by doing forward hedge, what is happening? The only thing which is happening is that on this day when you are going into the market, you don't care what the rate is on that particular date. Correct? Because the rate has already been fixed. Are we fine with that? So you do the conversion of currencies. Conversion of currencies on this date at the predetermined rate. Are we fine with this?
Yes.
Most simplest stuff. Okay. So let's open your workbook now. Currency rate 220. Okay. Now see here currency quotation. They are now like let's follow the book also till this point. What we have discussed, I'll just show you where it is. See currency quotation, transaction risk. We have discussed what it is. All right. Then the introduction to transaction risk. Introduction to transaction risk. So this is same conversion question. The value of the pound sterling has decreased from 1.8 to 1.5. Okay. Now calculate the impact of this on a UK exporter who is going to receive from a foreign customer. See, if a UK exporter is going to receive Australian dollar 360, receive, all right, and the rate originally was 1.8, okay, Australian dollar to the pound. So 1 pound is equal to 1.8. So if you just divide this, you will get how much? Do the math. I think you will get what? 200,000, hopefully. Fine. 360 divided by 1.8. What do you get?
200,000.
Basically, this means that this UK exporter was supposed to receive 200,000, but since the rate has changed, now he will receive how much? 360 divided by 1.5. So he will get more money now. See,
240.
he is getting 240 now.
Yes.
Correct? So he is getting more money. Again, how he is getting more money? Because see, he is a UK exporter. Fine. Now the pound has increased in value or decreased in value? Check.
Increased in value.
The pound has increased in value. Is this what you are saying? First of all, see, if you guys are answering on emotion, then 100% it will be wrong. And you will be tempted to answer on emotion. Why? Because there are two things, head or tail. There is already 50% chance of you being correct. So I don't know how you answered, but how you should have answered is this. See, 1 pound is equal to 1.8 Australian dollar, and now 1 pound is equal to 1.5. So the pound is decreasing in value, right? The pound is getting devalued. Australian dollar is getting stronger. Do some yoga on that and tell me once you are done.
Yeah,
Okay. Which currency is getting stronger, which currency is getting weaker? We need to understand all that. Like, at the back of your head, all these things should be there because cross calculation is very important in this chapter. There are high chances of making a mistake. All right. So I will do one maths and I will be thinking about the other one. And finally, my answers, both of them, if match, then it is correct. If they don't match, then again I will redo the sums in my head just to check. Fine. So see, mathematically, I showed you that there is a profit. But before doing this question mathematically, I already knew that there is going to be a profit. How do I know that? Pay attention. If you are receiving, if you are going to receive foreign currency, if you are going to receive foreign currency, okay, and your currency, your home currency get devalued, then you will make more money. Is that okay? Fine. Is that okay? Because this is how outsourcing companies in India, the BPO sector, the call centers, they make too much of money. Fine. The deal is that you will pay me $1,000. All right. Now I'm working for you. The rate is 60 rupee per dollar. So at the end of the period, I will get 60,000. But like when our transaction was over, by the time when you actually paid, okay, the currency, Indian currency went from 60 rupee per dollar to 70 rupee per dollar. Number increased, but value decreased, right? 60 to 70. So if you are thinking this is good, then you should go and explain that to the, the Indian people and the government. They are crying for that. It's not good, right? Because currency is devalued. And see, if I am a call center owner, I will make profit because of that. Because see, I received $1,000, I exchanged it. Last month I got 60,000 because the currency has changed, devalued, my home currency devalued. Now I will get more money. I will get 70,000 Indian rupees now for the same $1,000. Does that make any sense? If you are going to receive, see, it's simple. It is simple. I don't know why this is taking so much time for you guys, but okay. Let's talk from, because we are talking about some emotional stuff here. So we will take rupee and dollar. Fine, just to make things a little bit easy for us. All right, rupee and dollar. Now see, first of all, if the rate was 60 per dollar and now it has changed from 60 to 70 per dollar. What has happened? All right, two things has happened here. One is rupee is depreciated, decreased. Okay, and the other thing obviously is dollar appreciated, strengthened over this period. Correct? Now these two things are almost similar in language, right? If we are talking about two things, right? These two things. So if I am saying rupee decreased, that means dollar gained more strength.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I will start doing yoga now. Fine.
What
Now,
happened?
now listen. If I am going to receive money, okay, I would like the money which I am going to receive that to be appreciated in value, right? You know, if I am going to get something, I would like that particular thing to be more powerful, correct?
Yes.
And that is what happens, because if I am going to receive dollar, I want, what do I want? I want dollar to appreciate. All right. In other words, I want rupee to depreciate. I will get more money,
Yes.
right? The only thing was, when we were talking last time, we were talking directly about this. So, maybe that was not making sense to you guys. Similarly, pay attention. Similarly, when I'm going to pay something, when I have to pay, what would you want to happen to that particular stuff which you have to give me? You want the value of that particular thing to fall, right? Then you will be in benefit. If you have to give me your car, all right, what would you like to be, once you hand it over to me, the car will become, what do you call that, vintage car, and the value of that will increase, then you will be happy? Or if the car is considered to be a scrap, then you will be happy if you have to give it to me? Do you understand? When you are paying something, you want the value of that to depreciate, right? Okay.
Yes.
So here, if you have to pay dollar, okay, if you have to pay dollar, you want the dollar to depreciate, and you want your home currency to appreciate. You want your home
Yes.
currency to appreciate. Fine, your currency will become more stronger. So earlier you are paying 70,000 rupee for $1,000. Now you will pay only 60,000 rupee for $1,000, and you will be good, right? You will be happy that way. Fine. So this is good. This is good. Fine. If you have to receive foreign currency, what do you want? You want foreign currency to appreciate, you want home currency to depreciate. Similarly, if you have to pay foreign currency, you want foreign currency to depreciate and you want your home currency to appreciate. Fine. If it doesn't work that way, then it is bad for you. Okay. Again, I have to pay $1,000. The rate is 60. Fine. So I will pay 60,000 rupees and this liability will be over. But then rupee fell. It became more cheap. Now it is 70. So now I will have to spend 70,000 rupees to get over with this liability, right? Not good for me. Are we fine with this?
Yes, fine, fine, absolutely fine.
Yes.
All right. So this is what I was telling you, that see, when I will start doing this question, first I will do that maths and I will see what is happening, and it will not take any time. Okay. Australian dollar 1.8. First of all, pound sterling, the value of this has decreased from this to this. Here also they are mentioning the value of pound has decreased. Okay. Now, if you are a UK exporter, fine, exporter, exporting goods, you are going to receive money and your home currency has decreased. It is going to be good for you. Fine, if you are a UK importer, you have to pay and this has decreased. This is not going to be good for you. All right, because now if you do the maths, see, you will get the same answer. Means earlier you are going to pay 200,000 pounds to get over with this liability, but now you will have to pay 240,000 pounds for this. So in this case you are losing 40,000, right? 40,000 pounds, same numbers, right? So I don't think we need to do the maths twice. Are we fine with this?
Yes.
So moving on, the terminology, spot rate and all they have explained, like read it, you guys will feel better. Direct and indirect rates, the same direct and indirect quotes. All right. So we have already discussed direct and indirect quote, right? Okay. Now, see, this one I will take for an example and we'll discuss. Point pounds to the Australian dollar, right? So if the quotation is like this, 0.5097 dash 5099, okay, and this is pound to the Australian dollars. All right, so this much of pound to the Australian dollars. So basically it is pound per Australian dollar. Fine. So first thing, this one is a direct quote. This one is a direct quote for UK and an indirect quote for Australia. Is
Right.
that okay? Okay.
Yes.
What will be the direct quote for Australia? Like if I want Australian dollar per pound, okay, what will be that quote? So one thing remember, see, generally if rupee per dollar is 70, so dollar per rupee will be 1 by 70, right? This is 70 by 1, so just flip it, right? But here you have to do cross, all right? Because here we have bid ask rates. So the answer here will be 1 by 0.5099, and then this will be 1 by 0.5097. Okay, so this will be the direct quote for Australia and indirect quote for UK. Are we fine with this? Okay,
Yeah.
this will become 1 by ask and this will become 1 by bid. If you have these kind of rates and like anyways, so this is it. Let it be. Then interpreting is spread. So spot exchange rates are as follows: this and this. Fine. Australian dollar per pound and pound per euro. This is also known as synthetic rates. Synthetic rates means now what they are going to do here is something like this. See, now, if you don't have the direct rate, like for example, rupee per dollar is 70 and let's say rupee per QR, all right, is 20. Fine. Now, if somebody asks, okay, what is QR per dollar? Okay, then how are you going to do the maths and how are you going to calculate it? So again, it's a very simple maths. Pay attention. This is A by B, this is A by C, correct? And here what do they want? They want C by B, correct? Fine. Are we fine with this? C by B. Now how can you
Yeah.
calculate C by B? So find where B is already the denominator. So in this case B is already the denominator, right? So I will start with A by B. Okay, so B is the denominator. Now I need to cancel A. And the other rate that I have is A by C. So if I divide, this will become C by A, right? Correct? And if it becomes C by A and A cancels out. What am I left with? C by B. That is what I wanted, right? So see, A by B is 70 in this case. And divide by A by C, right? So divide by 20. What do you get? That is your rate, 3.5 per dollar. Are we fine with this kind of maths?
Yeah.
Okay. So now since here we have bid ask both and they are asking calculate the receipts in pounds for a UK company from a receipt of Australian dollar. Okay. Here I think this is again, this is not that synthetic rate. Fine. Because they're talking about this. Okay. Yeah, because I mean it has to be converted once with this one, once with the other one. That is simple. Fine. I think this synthetic rate they will give you in some other segment. Fine, but this is there in your book. This is there. When the direct quote is not given, how can you derive the quote? Okay, because see in this question, if I give you this and this, okay, now who is this?
But practically speaking, there won't be a situation like this. We can always derive a quote from somewhere.
Hmm.
Is it just for what is the
No, there
purpose?
are situations like this, and the codes that you get, all right, are derived like this. You are saying you will not get into this situation because whatever you want, you will get this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as a trader, you will, but as a speculator and as an arbitrator, you will not. And they actually do this maths, which, like, which we are talking right now. Okay. And at times this happens, fine. At times this happens in the future market and in other, because see, the things are there, like, for example, the future contract for euro is there, but the future contract for pound is not there because nobody has opened that position yet. Okay, so you have to do 2 3 contracts to get that hedge, not included in our chapter to like to that extent. So
Okay.
so, fine. This Galaxy S20 Ultra, who is this? This was Anmol. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I don't know who that is.
So,
It's me, Mirza.
Acha, Mirza, fine. I was just going to say that, but anyways, good. Fine. So let's continue. No problem. So we got this synthetic rate. Okay. Now, this question is a very useless kind of question because two times you have to just calculate the rate and see you can change it or not. See, calculate the receipt in pound for a UK company from a receipt of Australian dollar 200. So it's simple. This Australian dollar 200 is given. Okay, you have to convert this into pound. The first thing is Australian dollar and pound. Which rate? Australian dollar per pound. The rate is given as Australian dollar by pound. So what will you do? Divide or multiply? Fine. Divide because the numerator is same. Now which rate you will take? Fine. So for that, we'll do that talking little bit. Okay. You are a UK company and you are going to receive Australian dollars. So what do you want to do? You want to sell, right? You want to sell. So now in this market, you want to sell Australian dollar, which you can't. So you will say, fine, I want to buy pounds. Done. And if you want to buy, for buy, what is the bad rate? The bigger one is the bad rate, means 1.9618. 1.9618. Done. You do the maths, whatever you get is fine. Fine. The second one, 400,000 euro. Fine. We want to convert this also in pounds. Fine. UK company has got payable. Fine. Okay. We'll come to that. The rate is pound per euro. Fine. So here the rate is pound per euro. What do you want to do? Multiply or divide? Since the numerator is not same, multiply. Euro cancels, you will be left with the pound. Now which rate? Fine. So let's again go back into the dialogue. See, UK company wants to pay, so they have to buy. What do they want? They want to buy euro. In this market, can you buy euro? Can you buy euro? Yes, you can. Correct?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
can, you can buy euro because that is what they are buying, selling, right? So if you can buy, what is the bad rate for buy? The bigger one is the bad rate for buy. Bigger one is how much? 0.9. So 0.9. You will get the answer. You will get the answer. Simple conversion. I'm not interested. Please, let's move on. Okay. Simple conversion questions. Now brought forward knowledge. See, netting has already been considered. Forward contracts. Now they are starting with forward contracts. Directly we'll do one question here. See, this one. So spot exchange rate on 30th January is this Australian dollar per pound, and then okay, and then they forgot about the Australian dollar, and then they have given dollar dollar. So fine, we can also forget about this Australian dollar, no problem. See, in this particular question they are saying the spot rate on 30th January. So today, let's say we have 30th January and the spot rate is 1.9612, 1.9612 dash 9618. So 1.9618, and this is what? Dollar per pound. So this is dollar per pound rate. Today's rate. I don't think we are going to use it, but they have given, so we'll write. And 3 month forward rate. So as on this month, this date only, fine, today only they are telling you 3 months forward rate is 1.96 and 1.9615, 1.9615, same dollar per pound, fine. So 3 months forward, dollar per pound is this. So today you walked into the market, fine, and you got these two rates. So obviously you will be going for this, means the deal will be done after 3 months on this date, but at this rate. This is the whole thing of forward. Okay. Now calculate the receipt from 2 million sale due to be received in 3 months time if forward rates are used. Okay. So if like $2 million you are going to receive, $2 million you are going to receive after 3 months. So here, if you are going to receive $2 million, all right, for which you will book the contract today itself. So this rate will be used. Do the conversion here. So fine, we have got $2 million and we want the answer to be in pounds. Okay, the rate is what? Dollar per pound. So tell me, what do you want to do with this? Multiply or divide?
Divide.
Divide, easy. Now which rate? So again, you are a UK company, you are getting dollars, so you want to sell dollar. Fine. See, these are baby steps, but please do it. It works. Otherwise, you will get confused. All right. See, what do we want? We want to sell dollar. Now, can we sell dollar in this market? No. So we will buy pound. Okay. We'll buy pound, and when you go for buying pound, you will get the bad rate for buy. Bad rate for buy is which one? Bigger one. So 1.9615. Do the maths, get the answer, and then live happily ever after. Easy stuff. Okay. Second one, calculate the cost of paying an array. Like, oof. All right. So calculate the paying invoice 2 million. They don't even change the numbers. Like, anyways. So this time again same story, but this time you want to pay, right? So everything else will remain same. In this case, instead of you wanted to sell dollar, now you want to buy dollar, correct? Because you have to pay. This divide will remain divide only because that divide has got nothing to do with pay or receive. All right. So that will remain divide. Now which number you will use? Fine. So sell dollar is what you are doing because you are going to receive dollar. Now you will be paying dollar. So you don't have dollar, you will have to buy. Can you buy dollar here? No. So you will sell pounds and sell. What is the bad rate for sell? The lower one. So you instead of this, you will use the lower one, 1.96. That's it. Are we done with the forward contracts?
Yes.
Simple. There's no rocket science here. It's as simple as this. Fine. So that was the beginning and end of this. Now money market hedge for exporter. Fine. And for importer, they have just write these things and that is it. No maths here. Okay. In the workbook, they haven't given anything. Now in the revision kit, you will get few questions from where you will have to do it. The problem is that in the revision kit, they'll not give you one specific question for money market. Okay, they'll give you a full question where money market will be one of the options. Fine. So that's why I don't have any question directly which I can give you for money market. Okay. I think I have one question which I can give you guys right now. Money market hedge. Okay, now I will give you this file. I'll send this file, but not now, not today. All right. I need to check this one. Fine. You can do question number 1, and I think you can do question number 2 also. Yes. Yes, and each determine. All right. So question number 1 and 2 is what we can do. Fine. You can do. Fine. Do question number 1. Let me see if I can. What happened? Oh, very good. I'm impressed with this. Is this like, can you guys read this question? Is this fine? Or do I need to increase this size? Yeah. This is the question. All right. You have got 2 minutes to answer. Like 8-5. I need all of your answers. Do the maths and tell me what do you get.
Sir, here the rates given is the same thing, right? Like the for the sport rates, it's the same one, right?
Yeah.
Like US to Australian dollar is same for the 3 months forward rate, right?
1 second. Yeah, exactly. US to Australian dollar. That's the format in which it is given, both one. And Anmol, I don't know what are you writing. 3173.
Yeah, just 1 second. 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, 317540. I think
316,816.62.
317 and you are saying 316. I don't know. I'm getting 321999. Okay, we'll
Three
see.
different,
What? We'll
three
do
different answers.
Yeah, I think I have done the correct thing. All right, first of all, we have divided, right? All of us. Right?
Yes,
We divided by, correct? Now,
yes.
which one did you divide it by? Anmol.
I used the 0.7873.
7785, this one.
No, 7873.
7873. Okay, this one. 7873. Okay. All right, we'll check that. And Ijaz, you have used which one?
7891.
Very good. Why?
The spot
What
rate.
is the spot rate? Like we are talking about forward contract here, means you will get this rate. Why are you even using the spot rate? Okay, fine.
Then I'll take 7873.
So then you will also use 7873. Now I will talk about that 7873 in a minute. Now let's do that 7873, the calculation that you guys are doing. See, what I am looking at here is I have got dollar 250, 123, correct? I want to convert this into what? Into Australian dollar, right? We are an Australian firm,
Yes.
correct? Now, first thing is the rate is given dollar to Australian dollar. So we have dollar by Australian dollar. So we decided to divide, correct? Fine till here. Now, what do you want? You are an Australian firm who has to pay, right? Payment due. You have to pay 250. So you want to buy dollar. Are we fine with that? Now, in this market, when you want to buy dollar, can you buy dollar here? Can we buy dollar here?
No.
So we will have to do what? Sell Australian dollar. That's the option left.
Yes.
Fine. And when you sell, for selling, what is bad? High or low?
Low.
Fine. So we'll be taking this one, correct?
Yes.
Very good.
Then we will get 322.
What?
Then we will get 322.
Yeah, I think I 1 second. Let me see. I got something here.
321,99 something.
321,999. Are we fine with this? And my dear friends, I'm not joking when I'm telling you guys to go one step at a time. Like, what are you thinking? This is like childish stuff. Every time I'm writing buy, sell. See, understand. I'm concentrating this much, fixing one thing and then moving on the second, fixing that, then moving on the third. All right. It is small, small, small steps, and the chances of making a mistake is less. You guys are relying too much on your intelligence. I'm not relying on my intelligence at all. That is why for every decision that I have to take, all right, I have already put a benchmark, a marker for it, something to help me. Okay, I'm not mixing things. Fine. This is a habit, and again, I'm telling you, I have tried all of what you can even think of. I have tried all of those magical stuff, and it will give you two times, it will give you correct answer, third time it will make a mistake, again two times correct, three times correct, fourth time a mistake. Fine. If you want to be correct all the time, in my understanding, without too much of pressure, this is the only way. Because understand one thing, your AFM, your AFM is not only about derivative market. If it is, then you will only do this 3 months and you will remember everything. You have to concentrate on other things also, right? You have to remember other
Yes.
formulas and other maths also, correct? So we can't commit too much of your memory on this. So that's why easy steps. Okay. Anyways, fine. So this is done. Now another beautiful question I'll give, because now I have understood. Zoom out 100%. Okay. Now I think I have understood what to do with you guys. You guys are getting dangerous now. Um, where is my, yeah, this one. So before I go forward, let's do one question on money market also, because it all sounds good, right? When I solve it, let me see how good you guys are at this. So this is the question. I have to do it. the overall question, all right? Go through it and show how the company can hedge its exposure. Let's do this question properly as a full question, all right? So if I think there are two things here, is based on France, based in France, has recently imported raw material from US and invoiced in 240 US dollars, payable in 3 months. In addition, also exported finished goods to Japan and Australia. If the Japanese customer has invoiced, have been invoiced for US dollar so and so, payable in 3 months time, and Australian company has invoiced for this many dollars, payable in 4 months time. So I think, okay, no, this is Australian dollar and this is US dollar, this is also US dollar. So you will have to do some maths to check, okay, what's going on here. So first let's fix things. This is time zero. Recently people in 3 months time. So in 3 months time, you have US dollar payable, right? You have US dollar 240 payable, okay? And then with the Japanese customer invoiced this payable in 3 months time. See, you have exported, means this guy will pay back. Fine. So as a company, you are going to receive $69,000. You are going to receive. All right. So as far as this is concerned, net is how much? Fine. As far as US dollar is concerned, and then and the Australian customer invoiced Australian dollars payable in 4 months time. So this guy will pay. So you will receive. All right. You will receive Australian dollar 295 in 4 months time. You will receive this. Fine. So what is happening in 3 months time and what is happening in 4 months time, these are the two things that you have to see and understand and do the maths with. Fine. Let's do only one thing, because now I think, like, this will be too much of a question. There are too many things that you have to do in this. See, what you have to do is, with the forward cover, fine, what is going to happen after 3 months, what is going to happen after 4 months. So basically you will have to do the forward calculation twice, once for 3 months, once for 4 months. Similarly, with the money market, what will happen after 3 months and what will happen after 4 months. So again you will end up doing two times calculation. So I am making it easy for you. I want only this. All right. Do the maths for money market after 4 months, only for the Australian dollar part. Okay. So forget about rest of the thing. Rest of the thing is your homework. All right. So for the timing, you just do this one and tell me what we are going to get. Fine. I want you to do the maths for this. So I think the most intelligent stuff I have already done. Yeah. This is your question. This is what you need to see. So take your time. I'll give you 10 minutes for this. I think too much. 8:26.
Sir, for forward and money market, right?
Only for money market. All right.
Okay.
Only for money market, and that also for Australian dollar receivable. That's it. Okay. The Australian customer has been invoiced at $A, so that is Australian dollar 295, payable in 4 months time. So, like, how will you hedge this? How will you hedge this? Your home currency, you are France, so your home currency is euro. Okay. How are you going to hedge this in money market? We had to start futures.
Uh, Sir, I will join you right now. Okay, I'll just transfer
Okay,
my Zoom from iPad to laptop.
okay, okay, okay.
I'm doing the question right now.
Okay, I believe you. Don't worry.
I'll tell you the answer one second. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, Ijaz.
Yeah.
Sir, 589897 to pay.
To pay,
Yeah, like we should receive the 295 Australian dollars.
yeah,
So we will borrow.
receive.
Yeah.
You will borrow.
Because we
Okay.
are invoice the Australian customer to pay this much.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll borrow from the Australian bank.
okay, okay.
Okay. It goes back to euro,
Yeah.
and
And
that we'll deposit, right?
deposit. Fine.
The final answer which I got is 589,897, rounded off.
No, no. So this is first of all, this is receivable, right?
Yes.
Because if you deposit, then you receive the money at the end of the period, right? Are you okay with that? If you deposit, then after some time you will get the money, right?
Yes. Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay. So that is point number one. And still there is some issue with your maths, I think. I want some more answers, then because then it makes sense if you guys have tried what you are getting.
I will give it a shot.
What?
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, yeah, why not try?
So we have 295,000 Australian dollars receivable.
Yeah,
So we will borrow
yeah,
Australian dollars.
yeah,
Uh, the borrowing rate
yeah.
of for Australian dollars, which will be the I forgot what I used, which will be the higher rate, which is
Obviously.
16%
Yeah.
for 4 months. Now we have Australian, which I got the answer as 280,063. Now
Okay.
we have uh, Australian dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and the rate which is given to us is pounds to dollars. So
Yeah.
we will multiply to get euros.
Okay. Okay.
Now I have Australian dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to sell that to get the euros,
Very good.
and
Very,
and we can sell it in the market because it's an Australian dollar market.
yeah.
So
Okay.
we use the selling rate, which was 1.9510 for 4 months forward rate, which I multiplied to
Again,
get
which one? Which one? One.
19510. With the selling rate will be the
That is the
selling rate.
forward rate. Why
Sorry.
are you using that rate?
Oh, it'll be the spot rate, right? Shit.
You are doing that.
Yeah.
You guys are not following the table or what? Like, oh,
No, I thought that was the rate. Shit. But
okay.
was it fine till then?
Actually, see, do you realize how difficult it is? When I do it, it may feel like, array, like, ठीक है, it's easy, right? And one mistake, and you are out.
Hmm.
So the trick is not to concentrate for 10 minutes. Concentrate for 30 seconds. And you should know that in that 30 seconds, what is important, what is not. Do that, take that decision, write it somewhere, and then again get back into your dream world. Again, come back, concentrate 30 minutes, and that's it. Small steps. If you can't break this question, these kind of question in those small decisions, forget about it. You will make, because so many decisions you have to make in each and every question. Do you don't think of the whole thing at once, one thing at a time, and concentrate on that particular thing. Take that decision, come out of that decision, and then don't think about it. Then the next decision, then the next, then the next. Okay, everything has got a meaning. All right, we are writing 0 and we are writing 4 so that you can understand this is whole spot, this is all after 4 months. Okay, so how can you do conversion here at the at this rate? Doesn't make sense. Okay, now home currency, foreign currency,
So how much you got the answer?
and it is 549,319.
549,319.
Yeah. Let's see, are we because now that is again, I'm also copying, cheating. So let's do the work and see. Home currency, foreign currency, right? So here we have 295,000 receivable, correct? So we back that by borrow here. Receive means money comes in, right?
Yes.
Borrow means money comes in. So borrow,
Okay.
deposit, and convert in between. So this is set. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we'll want to move from here to there. And our foreign currency was Australian dollar, home currency is euro. Fine. So what is the borrow rate? And you are right, 16% is what you took, right?
Yes.
So obviously you'll borrow at higher rate. Fine. So what you have to do is you have to divide this by 1 plus 60
16
into 4 by
into 4
12.
by 12. You will
Okay.
get 1.0533.
Okay. Fine. And then when you will divide, what will you get? 280,072 is what it is given here. So are you getting?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So somewhere close to this also will be fine. Okay. Now we want to convert this. You use the perfect language, Anmol. That was perfect. But then I don't know what happened to you with the rate. Fine. Because now the language is like this, and do this, like, do it exactly the way I'm doing, step by step. Because I'm not leaving anything on my memory. All right. Everything is being, like, done manually, because if I try to do it in any other way, I will also get confused and I also get weird answers. Okay. So I have this. I want to convert this into euro. All right. And this is happening on the spot rate. So the spot rates are given in which format? The spot rates are given, where is it? Euro. See, the spot rate is euro per Australian dollar. Okay. So the rate is given euro per Australian dollar. So I'm going to multiply. Correct. Numerator is not same. As I told you, one decision at a time. Fine. Now we can talk about anything. And when I'll come back, I know from where to start. Okay. 30 seconds. Concentrate for 30 seconds. That's it. So this is done, multiply is over. Now I have to choose one rate out of the spot rate. Out of the spot rate, I have to choose one, right? So now I'll go back into the story. Who am I? I am the, like, European currency. Like, I'm a company in euro currency. Fine. And what is happening? I have already borrowed Australian dollar. So what do I want to do with the Australian dollar? I want to sell it. Fine. So here in this question, okay, euro by Australian dollar, I want to sell Australian dollar. Can I sell it? Can I sell this Australian dollar? Fine. So answer is yes. So I don't have to buy euro and all that. I can sell. That is what they are buying and selling in this market, right? So I can sell this Australian dollar. Sell means what is the bad rate? Lower one, right? So here I will get the lower one, 1.8890, 1.8890. And do the math. See, are you getting 529056? This is what is given. So are you getting this number?
Yeah, somewhere around that. I'm just using the calculator, but it's
Okay.
529123 which I get.
Oh, no problem. Then deposit, right? We have to deposit this in our home currency, euro. So deposit rate in euro deposit rate is 11.5%, correct? So now the last lap of the calculation, multiply this by 1 plus 0.115 into 4 by 12. So whatever you get, you multiply that and see how many euros you are getting. 529056. No, 549, sorry. 319. This is what is given. So are we getting this?
Yes.
Okay.
I got this thing up to the deposit part correct. That's 529056.
Okay.
Then I think my calculation mistake because I took 0.115 into 4 by 12. Maybe when I entered it got mistake.
See, what may have happened, you may have taken 3 by 12.
No, 4 by 12.
Okay, so instead of, okay, maybe something.
Maybe like, yeah, I missed this. I think I missed the 0, like 1.0383, right?
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Mm.
See, calculation error, all right, or any kind of conceptual error anywhere, all right. So that can be like, that can create a problem for your calculation. Okay, so that is why if you are concentrating continuously for too long, there are chances that your mind will like get plugged out and you will do these kind of idiotic mistakes. That's why like that's the reason why I prefer this method, one step at a time. Fine.
Yes.
So okay, I was expecting that you guys will get this correctly and then we'll happily move forward, but now we'll sadly move forward. You know what to do with this, right? See, so many things you have to do. Okay, and we have done just this one. Fine. So this is left, this is left, and this is left. What will be the forward, receivable, payable? Here we'll be having payable, right? See, here we'll be having payable net. Correct? They have
Yes.
used the word Japan just for like time pass. Okay. So anyways, I want you guys to try this. Okay. The rest of it. It is 38, right? So 40, 50. Let's take 10 minutes break. We'll start at 8:50. All right. And now we'll do futures. So again, I want clear head because future is again another torturous stuff. Okay. So we'll start at 8:50. Is that fine?
Yes.
Any questions on this?
No.
Right. So fine. See you guys in 10 minutes time.
Okay.
Do as much relaxation as you can do because you are going to need it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We'll start in some time. Futures. Okay. So see, futures are almost like forward contracts. Okay. But they have little bit more flexibility. You can call it liquidity also, because they are over the counter contracts, like sorry, they are exchange traded contracts. Okay, they are exchange traded contracts. So now because of this exchange traded stuff, what are the advantage disadvantages that these things have? Futures, all right, and how does this operates? Fine. So when we were doing forward, okay, it was a very simple stuff. See, today you go in the market and you ask for, like for example, 3-month forward contract, all right, or 6 months forward contract. Each and every contract is unique. Why? Because these are over the counter trades. Means two people sat down and they came across and they have fixed the deal, all right. And these contracts are like mandatory deliverables. You cannot cancel these contracts. Like how can you cancel a contract? See, what are the options of canceling the contract? Forward contract I'm talking about. Okay, so today at time 0, let's say I have done a 3 months forward contract to sell euro. Okay, so after 3 months on this day I will come and I will sell euro. Fine. Now after 1 month, the original transaction, like how will I sell euro? If let's say if I am from US, how will I sell euro? Because most probably here I am going to receive euro, right? So when I'll receive, I will come to this and I will sell it. Agreed? Now the thing is, after 1 month, the contract because of which I was going to receive the euro, that contract got cancelled. Fine. I was going to receive euro because I have exported, right? So the export order got cancelled. Now what to do? Because now I'm not going to receive euro, right? Now I'm not going to receive any euro. So how will I sell euro? I have done the contract. Are we fine with that? Hello?
Yeah, the sale was supposed to happen and it didn't happen, but they're still stuck in the forward contract. It sounds like.
Now you are stuck in the forward contract, and now you have to honor the contract. So you have to wait for all this long, and then you have to buy in the spot market. You have to buy in spot market. Fine. And then sell in the future contract. So you have to honor the future contract. Sorry, forward contract. Are we fine with that?
Yes.
Now, the benefit with futures contract is like one of the benefits in this regard is, see, first of all, this line is supposed to be straight. So let's try again. Okay. So this is time zero and this is like 3 months. Fine. So today you've purchased 3 months forward, like 3 months future contract. Okay. After 1 month, the same contract will be available as 2 month forward because now there is 2 months. Okay. The same contract after 2 months will be available as 1 month forward contract. Do you understand this? Okay. Listen to this carefully. Let's say rupee and dollar, okay, just to make it easy. So 3 months future contract you have purchased, fine, that you will sell, you have agreed that you will sell $10,000 here, okay, at the rate of 72 rupees. Done? Okay. Now this same contract is available here, the same contract is available here at different values. Fine. So as on this date, fine, see, as on this date, the rate was 72 rupee per dollar. Fine. Now you have purchased a contract. You have purchased, let's say, you have purchased a contract that you will be buying this many dollars, $10,000 at 72 on this day. Now that was the rate. Fine. After 1 month, after 1 month, the dollar went up and now the rate is 75 per dollar. Correct? See, you have purchased the future contract here. You can sell the future contract here and you can come out of the deal. Fine. You will be making, see, you are buying at 72, you are selling at 75. So you are making 3 rupee, 3 rupee per dollar profit. And you can cancel the deal. You don't have to go all the way till the end. Do you understand this? Future market is a different market altogether than what is happening in reality. All right. And see, this is what the speculators use mostly. Why? Because you buy here, you sell here. You can cancel the contract. And in most of the cases, this only happens. Listen to this. See, 75 is the rate. All right. And as on this date, the rate becomes 77. And here it becomes 79. Actual market rate. Okay. Actual market rate becomes 79 per dollar. You have agreed to buy at what? 72. Correct. Now pay attention. What happens? How this market operates? Fine. The actual rate becomes 79. Now what you will do is point number one. On this day, you buy at 79 at the spot rate. Okay. And here you have purchased this contract at 72, right? Now you will sell it here at 70. When the price is 79, you will sell it here. So what is happening? See, in this market, you are making a profit of how much? $7. Sorry, 7 rupee per dollar. Right?
Yes.
So what happens is you are buying at 79 the original dollars and the contract you are settling at a profit of 7. So basically your actual cost is 72 only. Do you understand that? You are buying from the market at 79. And in the future market, you are clearing the position. You are clearing the position, setting off. Fine. So here you have purchased, and now if I remove this sell from here, okay. So now you are purchased, you have purchased here, you are selling the contract here.
Yes.
Fine. And you are making a profit of $7. So basically what happens, future market is a completely different thing, and the actual calculations are, I mean, the actual deal is something completely different. Okay. Just
Okay.
to emphasize on this, fine. Just to, like, give you guys this in a again better example. See what happens in the future market. Whenever we'll get a question, we'll do it like this. We'll draw two lines. Fine. One is the spot market. So what you do in the spot market, and the other one is the future market. What are you going to do in the future market? Okay. So if after 3 months, this is time zero. If after 3 months I have to pay euro, I have to pay euro. All right. So what do I need to do here? If I have to pay euro, what do I need to do? I need to buy, right? Fine. I need to buy. Are we fine with that? If I have to pay euro,
Yes,
I
yes.
will have to buy euro. Now, what I will do is, see, first of all, you tell me, what are you afraid of? The prices of euro going up or down? As on this date, what are you afraid of? Prices going up or down? As on the spot rate, spot date today, fine. What are you afraid of? Prices going up or down?
Up, because it'll be more expensive.
It will be more expensive. Fine. So for you, the price is going up. That is what your problem is. If it goes up, you will make loss. All right. So what you do is you go in the future market and you bet for what you have, like, for what you are afraid of. Okay. You bet for what you are afraid of. This is a very good understanding of the market in this scenarios, these cases. Okay. I'll give you a simple example. Fine. Let's say there is an AC company. Okay. AC manufacturers. What are they afraid of? Temperatures not increasing too much during this season. If they don't increase in this particular year, they will make loss. Let's say 40 degree is their, like, the target. So if the temperature goes above 40, these company will make like good profit. If it remains below 40, it will be not too profitable for them. Fine. Are you following the example?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
what is this company afraid of? What is this company afraid of? This company is afraid of temperature remaining below 40. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this company is going into the betting market. Let's call it betting market, and they are betting. Okay, they are betting for this temperature. Okay, so this AC company is saying that I bet $1 million. Okay, that the temperature this year will remain below 40. They don't want this to happen, correct?
Yes.
But they are betting for that only. Fine, that this will happen. They don't want it, but they are betting for that. Whatever you are afraid of, you bet for that. Okay. Now, what is the logic behind this? The logic is, if the temperature is above 40, all right, they will make profit in the business, all right, and in the derivative market, in the betting market, they will make loss.
Yes.
1 million, right? If the temperature is 40 plus, if the temperature is below 40, then they will make loss in the business, but they will make profit in the derivative market. Correct? So what they are doing is, the profit which could have been anything, by doing this betting, they are making it here. See, the profit could be this. If the temperature goes above, if the temperature remain down, the profit could be this. There could be a loss. Correct? So there was a
Yes.
wide range of possibility by going into the market and doing this betting. what this company achieved was not profit. What they achieved was mitigation of the risk. The risk is gone. Now, whatever happens, our profit will be within a particular range, which will not be too much volatile. Now, you may agree with the company, you may disagree. That will show your personal characteristics. Okay. Like, for example, you may think that these guys have done an idiotic stuff because, see, there was a possibility of this. This could have been the chance, but now that is out of the range. Correct? So basically, that shows that you are a very optimistic guy. You don't look at the problem, you look at the opportunity. Okay. Similarly, if somebody is being too happy that, oh, like, they have saved themselves, this could have been their scenario, but now they have managed that properly. So that means you are a pessimist guy, risk averse. You don't want to take risk. Are we fine with that?
Yes.
We are not here to comment on good or bad. We are just here to understand how does this betting in the opposite direction, helps. All right? You bet for what you are afraid of. Okay? So now coming back to this, once we have established this fact, coming back to this one, see, if I have a foreign currency payable at a future date, I'm afraid of the rates going up, right?
Yes.
I'm afraid of the rates going up. So in the future market, I will go and I will tell them that, see, the rates are going to go up. I want to bet for that. How do you do that? Today, you buy futures, upper ka bet, right? Upside betting.
Yes.
Fine. Upside betting. Buy means upside betting. Fine.
Mhm.
Sell means downside betting. You are betting for the downside. That is sell. Correct?
Yes.
You are betting for the upside means buy. So you are buying futures here because you are expecting if the rates will go up, I will be making a loss there. And hence here when I will sell, because I will sell here now, sell the futures at high, I'll be making that profit.
Yes.
Right? So this is what is in your head. Now let's take some numbers. If this is okay, this euro will be little bit confusing. So let me put some shares. All right, shares. Currently the share price is $50. Okay, and you want to buy after 3 months, and you are afraid that by that time the prices may have gone up. Today in the future market, the rate available for this date was 40. Okay, so now after 3 months, if this rate is going to become 60, this will also become 50. All right. So now what is happening? See, in this market, you have lost $10, right?
Yes.
But in this market, you have earned $10 and this profit and loss has become zero. Fine.
Mhm.
And actually, you will pay 60 in the actual market to buy the shares, and in the future market, you will get $10. Right?
Yes.
So what is happening? You are buying at this price 50. Okay. Okay. Your
Okay.
your prediction can be wrong also, right? Maybe you are afraid unnecessarily. So let's say the prices went down to 40. You purchase, you were expecting the prices to go up, but it went down, and you have purchased futures here. So obviously at the end this price also will become 30. So in this case now what is happening from 50 to 40? Okay, you are making profit of 10 here, but then you are losing $10 here. So ultimately, again, what is the profit loss? Zero, because that was not the motive. The motive was the cover, hedge. There shouldn't be movement, right? There shouldn't be movement. And see, in the actual market, you are buying the share at 40 and you are losing $10 here. So ultimately, you are paying how much? Does that make sense? Or you guys
Yes.
are enjoying?
Yes, it makes sense.
Fine. So this
Mm.
is why it is called hedging. All right.
Okay.
Now, important thing. Fine. See, since all the currencies are being treated as commodity, I don't know how to put this, because I have seen questions of some universities and some, like MBA programs, where they don't follow this. All right. But anyways, let's see, understand this. See, dollar is the currency of the world, right?
Yes.
So everything can be purchased and sold against dollar, but dollar cannot be sold and purchased. Like, what I'm trying to say is, all the, like, you can buy euro futures, you can sell euro futures, you can buy pound futures, you can sell pound futures, you can do this for yen, you can do this for chk, every currency, but you can't buy dollar futures. Why? Because all of this, when you will buy or sell, you will buy or sell in which currency? In dollar. Do you get my point? If you want to
Yes.
buy yen future, so you will have to commit some money, right? That will be against some other currency. That currency is dollar.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And this whole thing is designed to suit a person who is in US. Fine. From a US guy, from a, like from US point of view, company's point of view, it's going to be very easy. Why? Because they are going to use direct language. All right. If they have to pay in euro, so what do they want? They want to buy euro, right? So they will go in the market and they will buy euro futures. Easy. Fine.
so
They,
dollar is used as a medium.
what?
Like dollar is used as a medium for the purchase.
Yes. Fine. Yes. Again, listen, if I am a US guy, all right, this financial world is going to be easy for me. All right. If I am in US, fine. If I'm trading with, like, with the pound, all right, I have to receive pounds. So what do I want to do? I want to sell pound, right? Okay. I will go in the euro, in the future market, and I will sell pound today. I'll buy later. Okay. Simple, simple. It's very simple. See, for a US company, the problem will be when you are someone else trading with US, because then if you are a, like if you are a company in UK and you are going to receive dollars, then what do you want to do? You want to sell dollars. So can you sell dollar futures? No, you can't, because practically they are not available. Though again, I'm repeating, in some of, like while doing the online classes, in some of the universities, I have got questions where they have, like, uh, what do you say, futures for dollar also. Now see, at times what happens, that these are like just treated as a, like, bookish thing. Fine. So then in the book you can create anything, right? If I am a, like if we are talking about a university in Canada, all right. So what they'll do, they'll create the whole world as secondary and Canada is the primary thing. Correct. So that kind of questions I have seen, but practically here also I think they follow this. All right. See, what is happening is, from US point of view, from US point of view, what is happening? See, if they have pound receivable, okay, if they have pound receivable, so two lines, this is your spot market and this is your future market. Okay, so this is time zero, this is time zero, and this is sometime in future, this is sometime in future. Okay, you have got pound receivable. So first of all, what do you want to do? Tell me, as a US firm, what do you want to do? You want to sell, right? You want to sell pounds. Are we fine with that?
Yes.
Fine. And if this is the scenario, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Tell me. Because if you are not afraid of anything, then what are you doing in the future market? Go home, right? What are you afraid of?
Fall in value of pound.
Pound rates going down. Correct?
Yes.
Pound rates going down. Okay. So
Okay.
how do you hedge that? Going down. What
Mm-hmm.
bet you put? Sell is a downward bet, right?
Yes.
So you will sell futures here. And sell future mean you have already sell and you are expecting the prices to go down. If it goes down, you will buy here. Alright. And when you will buy the futures, then what will happen? Sell and buy, position cleared. You are selling at high and you are buying at cheap. So you will make profit over here. And even if you make a loss, it doesn't make sense to you. Like it is not a big deal for you. It will be cancelled off. Does that make sense? This is the first step of calculation. And you guys, I hope till now you have understood. I'm going to talk about one thing at a time. Don't mix up things, because for me it's not a full question of 45 minutes. For me it is a cluster of questions, group of 1 minute questions. So I'll concentrate on one thing at a time. Are we fine with this one? So you will do what here? Sell pound futures, buy pound futures. The position is cleared in this market, and here you will sell. This is how you will start the question. The first thing is they'll give you this. You have pound receivable. Now, what are you going to do? What position you are going to take in the future market? You have to decide that. Correct? Similarly, if the company has got pound payable, okay, so they want to buy pound here, right? And it doesn't make sense that you buy pound here. You are not going to keep it for 3 months, so you have to buy. Now what are you afraid of? Now you are afraid of pound rates going up. All right, so you in the future market, what do? You bet for what you are afraid of. That's why I gave you all this story here. You know that AC company. What do you do in the betting market? You bet what you are afraid of. So you are afraid of rates going up. How do you bet for that? You buy. So you, when you are buying future, what are you like practically? What are you telling in the market? Not speaking, but what does it mean? It clearly shows that in your head you think the prices will go up. That is what you are thinking. That's why you buy. Okay. Now what do you do at the end? At the end you sell so that the position gets cleared and the deal is done. Are we fine with all this?
Yes.
Now, how can you memorize? Because every time you will not get so much of time to do the analysis, right? So how do you memorize? Fine. You memorize it like this. See, there are 2, 3 ways. First thing, to watch in a question. Are you a US firm or a non-US firm? That's the first thing you need to check in a question. Fine with that? Fine with
Okay.
that?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So first thing you will see. Then the second thing, if you are a US firm, if, then see how can you keep this in mind. One is this one. One is this. See, sell and sell, right? So whatever you have to sell, you sell it today itself. Buy is matched with buy. Are we fine with that? That is one way of thinking. Okay, to keep in mind. Another way of thinking is if you want to buy pounds, all right, so how will you buy pounds? See, this, connect this with this, buy and sell. But I think the first one was better. Fine, so I will remove this here. I'm just saying another thing that you could keep in your head to, like, to remember, all right, was simple maths. See, if I want to buy on this date, buy, so I need money, right, for buying. Okay, I need money here for buying. So buy will be matched with sell. You sell in this market, you get money, you go and buy in that market. So sell and buy will be mixed. But I don't like that one. All right. I like the first one. If I'm a US firm, I want to buy, so I will buy now. I want to sell, I will sell now. Easy. Are we fine with that?
Yeah,
Hello?
it's better that. It's easier to remember.
Better that way to memorize, right? Fine, because see, I'll give you the logic and what to memorize. And that is what we'll be using basically. The memorized part is what we'll be using for solving. Fine, because you saw that, right? But big rate, small rate, we were using all those kind of non-technical language. Fine. Now, if you are a non-US firm, then what? From a non-US firm's point of view. Okay. So see, two things. From a non-US firm point of view, are these guys dealing with US or some other country? Like for example, I am a UK company and I am buying goods from Europe. Okay. So I have like, Euro payable. Are we fine with that? This
Yes.
kind of question they don't give in your book. Okay. Because if this is happening, then you have to automatically work with three currencies. You will have to work with three currencies because euro, your home currency UK, and you are going to buy that euro in dollar only, right? All of these currencies are available against dollar. You can't buy a future contract of euro in terms of pounds. Does that make sense?
I I don't know if that's a fact or not. Like, is that something we just accept as
No, no. That is like, that is a fact and that is how it is. Fine. I hope you guys know this. I hope I may have said this earlier. When I send money from here to India in my bank account, all right, first it gets converted into dollar and then that dollar is transferred from here to India and then again that dollar gets converted into rupee. Do you know that?
no, I didn't know that.
All right. Fine. So from now onwards, you know this. Okay. We can't directly sell from real to rupee. Okay. This is how this whole cycle works. Okay.
Okay.
This is how the whole cycle works. The entire international financial market is dependent on dollar because of these things. Okay. Now, in the market, because just understand how confusing it will be, how much confusion will be there in the market. See, so many countries, so many currencies. Fine. So, if everybody will start making their own future and option and forward contracts, like see, forward contracts can be done because these are over the counter. Understand, over the counter. Okay. But when you want to make this exchange traded, fine, there has to be one point, right, which will match everything. Like everything will come and match at that point. Because you want to do exchange traded. Okay. Now in real life, what happens? In real life, if I am buying like currency, if I am a UK firm, I am buying something from Euro. All right. So I will buy Euro futures. Fine. So I will do something like, from that, I will do some hedging with the dollar also. Fine. Do you understand? Like, see, if in real, like, if we are talking about this, because it will happen, right? A UK firm will obviously buy, let's say, something from France. So here euro and here pound, correct? Now, if they want to hedge this using future market, then this will be hedged in what, like, in what terms, all right? So this against dollar, this is how it is going to be. Point is, if I have sold goods to France and I do this hedging, then practically I will be receiving dollars, right? Now I need to do another contract to hedge myself against dollar and pound. You remember that synthetic rate we were talking about?
Yes, yes.
So they will do something like that, create those things, and then they'll do the maths. Fine. In our ACCA AFM, they don't like they haven't included all these things. Fine. So from a non-US firm point of view, you will be dealing with US direct. They'll tell you you have receivable payable with US direct. Are we fine with that? Everybody say
Kind of.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, Anmol, you are saying something.
Kind of. But
Achha, no, right?
maybe I'll watch this lecture back again. I don't want to eat too much of your time. I'll watch this lecture back again because I think you're explaining it nice, but maybe I'm not like in the right mind to like just take it in right
Maybe, yeah, maybe it is too much time now. So
Maybe it's better we take other class, next class.
this part we'll do in the next
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, that will be good.
Okay. Okay, fine.
now.
Okay,
Next
fine.
level.
See, the idea is not to like harass you guys with too much of these things. All right. So let's do one thing. I'll just finish this part, fine, and I'll stop. Okay. And next class again, I will start with like the actual stuff because this storytelling I will not do. Fine. I will
Yeah,
start
just the futures.
right. We'll
Yeah.
directly start with the futures. Correct. Okay.
Sure, yeah, that
Yeah,
Fine.
sure.
So we'll start from this point. Now let me just finish this part. From a non-US firm point of view, so let's say we are talking about a UK company, all right, who is having receivable in dollars, who is having receivable in dollars. So again, the two lines, fine, two lines. This is your spot market and this is your future market. Okay. So today, obviously, you can't do anything. You're going to receive the money in some future date. All right. So when you will receive in dollar, what do you want to do? You want to sell dollar. All right. You want to
Yes.
sell dollar. Now, generally, what we do here, we write sell. If it is
Sell.
sell, we write sell. But here, you can't sell dollar futures. So what you do is you write buy pound futures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then in this day you sell the pound futures and then you sell your dollar. So whatever profit loss is there, it will automatically get adjusted.
So
Similar,
the main thing about the futures is to like set off the loss, hedge the loss.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like in that AC case I told you, right? See, that guy
yeah.
was afraid of something and he
Mhm.
went and he betted for that only. Fine.
He
So
want.
that what is happening, he is covering himself on both sides. So
Yeah.
obviously he will not make super normal profit. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but like whatever average profit he's planning, he will get that much now, that is guaranteed.
Yes.
Fine, if he makes loss in one case, it will be recovered from another.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Like
again,
while we are plotting this in the chart,
yeah,
like we are keeping it in the middle. Like no
yeah,
loss, no
yeah,
extra profit.
no extra profit, we are accepting that. Actually, see, two things in the world of finance: risk and return. All right,
Yes.
you are sacrificing your return, fine, for reducing the risk. This is what you are doing. There
Mm-hmm.
was a potential, there was a possibility, right? You could have made super normal profit, but you let
Yes.
it go. I don't want that. Reduce the risk little bit. I'm happy with reduced return, but at least the return is guaranteed, right? Fine. If I don't do this, maybe my return will go in negatives. That was risky for me.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So that is the point here. Fine. And at the end of finance, every time the personal traits do come in. Personally, you are what? You are too afraid, or you are too much of a bahubali, you are ready to take all the risks. So whatever you are, on the basis of that, we'll do the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now here what happens if you are a non-US firm dealing with US, then what happens? If you want to sell dollar, fine, that is matched with what? Buy. All right. Similarly, if you have payable in dollar, that means you want to buy dollar. Okay. So here, instead of buy, you will be doing sell pound futures, and here you will buy pound futures. Okay. That is all you have to remember. Like, directly just remember, because apart from all of that, what we were doing here, fine, this is the practical thing which I was telling you. This is the practical thing, the real life scenario. Okay, in real life you can't buy and sell dollar. Now I am afraid, and because like if you see this in any other place, because first time when I got this question, fine, it was from some university, all right, I got like completely out of my head, like how is this possible, all right. But then, because like this is something that is already set, now you have to change everything what is there in your head, then you will be able to solve something like that. Okay, so at times what happens, see, UK and France, right, euro and pounds is what we are talking about. At times what happens, they will directly give you these rates, but again these are not real rates, because in real market there is no euro future available against pound. That euro future is available against dollar only. So they have done that synthetic rate calculation and they have directly given you the synthetic rates for the sake of academic. Like you are doing some plus minus math, learning something, so fine, you can do that, but in practical world it doesn't work that way. Fine, that is it for today. One last thing, let me see if I can get that. Like there is a chart here, it is. See, example of future contracts. Fine. So see, you have all the contracts. Where is dollar? And everything is against dollar. See, price quotation is dollar per pound. So for 1 pound, the rate is where it is, like, okay, tick size and all that is given. See, contract size. One contract means 62,500 pounds. All right. So for pound, Canadian dollar, euro, yen, Swiss franc, Australian dollar, you have for everything, but you don't have for the for this US. All right.
Yes.
For that you don't have. So, and this is how they will give you the because here they haven't given you the price, they have just given this, like the quotation is in which format. Here there should be one number like 0.239. That means for 1 pound, 0.239 US dollar is the price of the future today. That they haven't given here. So like in the question we'll get that. Okay. So anyways, fine.
Right.
Not more than this today. Okay.
Okay.
We'll continue